Question number 106. An iron rod of susceptibility 599, susceptibility is nothing but chi, is subject to a magnetizing field of 1200 ampere meter per minus 1. The permeability of the material of the rod is, so they are asking the permeability of the material mu m. Mu m is equal to mu naught 1 plus chi. So in this equation there is no magnetizing field H, so that no need to use of this data. We can use data only this susceptibility. Mu naught value we know that already. Mu naught is equal to 4 pi into 10 power minus 7 Henry per meter. Now mu m is equal to mu naught value is 4 pi into 10 power minus 7 1 plus chi. Chi value is 599, that is susceptibility. Mu m is equal to 4 pi value no need to substitute because in the option in terms of pi is there. 4 pi 10 power minus 7, this is 600. 500 plus 1 is 600. Now mu m is equal 6 4s are 24 pi into 10 power minus 7. This is 6 only multiplied. So here 100 is there. So 100 is 10 square. Then mu m is equal to 24 pi into this 10 power minus 1 plus 2. If you simplify, we'll get 10 power minus 5. But in option 10 power minus 4 is there, so you have to convert. Mu m is equal to, if you keep point here, 2.4 pi into 10 power minus 4. If you keep point here, 1 will be reduced. This is Tesla meter ampere power minus 1. This is the answer for 106. Question number 107. A spherical conductor of radius 10 centimeter, this is R, as a charge of 3.2 into 10 power minus 7 coulomb, this is Q, distributed uniformly, what is the magnitude of electric field? They are asking electric field at a point 15 centimeter from the center of the sphere. This 15 centimeter can take a small letter R. Then given data 1 by 4 percent value is 9 and 10 power 9 Newton meter square coulomb power minus 2. This is spherical conductor. The radius R is equal to 10 centimeter. From the center of the sphere, small letter r is 15 centimeter. So in this place we are going to find the electric field E. So electric field formula E is equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught R square. Now E is equal to this 1 by 4 percent value is 9 into 10 power 9. This Q is nothing but charge. So charge will be given question 3.2 into 10 power minus 7 divided by R square. R value is 15. So 15 centimeter you have to convert into meter. 10 power minus 2. Here R square is there. So R square means whole square. Now E is equal to, if we simplify, we will get the answer 1.28 into 10 power 5 Newton Coulomb power minus 1. Next question number 198. A series LCR circuit is connected to an AC voltage source. So this is inductor, capacitor and resistor. This is series LCR circuit connected to AC voltage source. When L is removed, the phase difference between current and voltage. If L is removed, the phase difference between current and voltage is pi by 3. When C is removed, the capacitor is removed, the phase difference again is pi by 3. Now what is the power factor of the circuit? So power factor is nothing but cos pi. We have to find out cos pi of the circuit. We have to find out. So when the L is removed, the first case, when the L is removed, the impedance is root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square. So L is removed, so XL will be 0, so we will get only XC square. If C is removed, so second case, if C is removed, here L is removed. If the C is removed, the impedance is that is equal to R square plus XL square. Now we can find the power factor for each case. For first case, power factor cos pi is equal to R by Z, where pi is pi by 3, phase difference. R value R did not give anything. Z value is, for first case, root of R square plus XC whole square. Cos pi by 3 value is 1 by 2 is equal to R by root of R square plus XC whole square. If you simplify, we will get XC is equal to root 3 R. In the same manner, similarly, if the C is removed, the X L value will get root 3 R. The phase difference between current and voltage formula, tan pi is equal to XL minus XC by R. Here XL is equal to XC. So this represents resonance condition also. So XL is equal to XC. So the numerator going to be 0. 0 by anything? 0. So tan pi is equal to 0. Tan pi is equal to 0, that means pi is equal to 0. Then power factor cos pi we are going to find out. This is power factor. So cos pi value is 0. So cos 0 is equal to 1. So power factor value is 1. This is the answer for 108. Question number 109. A capillary tube of radius r is immersed in water and water rises in it to a height h. The mass of water in capillary is 5 gram. You can take m1. Another capillary tube of radius is 2r. So this one you can take r1. So first radius you can take r1. This one you can take r2. Is immersed in water. The mass of the water that will rise in this tube is. So m2 we have to find out. So r1 value is r. m1 value is 5 gram. If r2 value is 2r, what is the m2 value? For this case, the weight formula W is equal to 2 pi RT cos theta, where R is the radius of the capillary tube, T is the surface tension, weight of the water W. So mg is equal to 2 pi RT cos theta. Here m and r directly proportional. So for m1 directly proportional to r1, let be equation 1. For m2 also radius is directly proportional. Let be equation 2. Now we can divide equation 2 by 1 because we are going to find out m2 value. Now m2 by r2 is equal to m2 by m1. m2 value m2 by m1 is equal to r2 by r1. m2 by m1 is equal to r2 value 2r, r1 value is r divided by r are going to be cancelled. Then m1 they given 5 gram. So here 5 gram if you substitute, m1 value is 5 gram. m2 by 5 is equal to 2. Then m2 is equal 5 2s are 10 gram. So mass of the water in the capillary tube in the second case is 10 gram. Question number 110. In Young's double slit experiment, if the separation between the core and source is odd. So separation between the core and source is odd. D by 2, that is D dash. The distance of the screen from the core and source is doubled. So D dash is equal to 2D. Then the fringe width becomes, so beta dash we have to find out. This D is the distance between two core and source. This is odd. So D dash is equal to D by 2. Then the distance of the screen from the core and source is doubled. This D is twice 2D. Now what is the new fringe width? Beta dash. We know that beta is equal to D lambda by D. Now changes only in D and capital D and small letter d. So that fringe is going to be changed. So beta dash is equal to D dash by D dash into lambda. Beta dash is equal to D dash value is 2D. Then D by D dash value is D by 2. With the fringe width is reduced by half. So D by 2 into lambda. Now beta dash is equal to this 2 will go to numerator 4 D by D into lambda. Now beta dash is equal to 4. This D by D lambda is nothing but beta. So 4 beta. Now fringe width increases 4 times. Question number 111. For the logic circuit shown, the truth table is. So we will be given 4 truth table for options. Now we are going to find out the answer. A bar, B bar. This is NOT gate. So output of NOT gate is complement of input. Here complement of input is B bar. This is NOR gate. For NOR gate, complement of the sum of the inputs are opposite to the or complement of output of OR gate. So OR gate is sum of the inputs A bar plus B bar. This is OR gate input, OR gate output. two inputs. So sum of the inputs is OR gate, but here bubble is there. So this is a NOR gate. So NOR gate means overall bar will come. If you remove this bar, this addition and this OR symbol becomes AND symbol. AND means dot. So A double bar, then B double bar. This A double bar means A dot, B double bar means B. So this represents AND gate. So AND gate output is A, B, Y. Y is equal to A and B. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. So when all the inputs are I, output is I. So this given circuit diagram represents the AND gate. This is correct option, fourth one. Question number 112. The color code of a resistance is given below: yellow, violet, brown. Then this for tolerance, gold. So the value of resistance and tolerance we have to find out. To find the resistance, we have to use the color coding system. Already we know that BB, Rye, Great Britain, very good white. Black represents 0, brown 1, red 2, orange 3, yellow 4, green 5, blue 6, violet 7, grey 8, white 9. Now given three colors. For yellow 4. Next for violet is 7. Then brown, for brown third color. So third color should be written in the 10 power. So power of 10 into 10 power 1 or decimal multiplier. So for third color should be written in the form of decimal multiplier. Then plus or minus the tolerance. To write the tolerance, plus or minus gold. For gold, tolerance is 5%. So 470 ohm, 5%. This is resistance, this is tolerance. Question number 113. The capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor with air as medium is 6 microfarad. So in the presence of air, capacitance is 6 microfarad. With the introduction of a dielectric medium, the capacitance becomes 30 microfarad. So this C is 30 microfarad, the permittivity of the medium. So they are asking epsilon. We know that epsilon formula, epsilon is equal to epsilon naught into epsilon r. So epsilon naught value is constant. We know that 8.85 into 10 power minus 12. Epsilon value 8.85 into 10 power minus 12, but we don't know the epsilon r value. So epsilon r value we can find with the help of this capacitance. Epsilon r is equal to C by C naught. So epsilon r is equal to C value is 30 micro. Micro means 10 power minus 6 divided by C naught, that is capacitance of the capacitance in the presence of air medium. So 6 micro, 10 power minus 6. 10 power minus 10 going to be cancelled. So epsilon r is equal to 5. So epsilon value is 5. So 8.85 into 5, if you multiply, you will get 444.25 into 10 power minus 12. But in option terms of 10 power minus 10, so if you keep point here before 2 digit, here will be reduced by 2. So 0.4425 into 10 power minus 10 Coulomb square Newton power minus 1 meter power minus 2. This is permittivity of the medium. Question number 114. A ball is thrown vertically downward with a velocity of 20 meter per second from the top of a tower. So let us consider this is the tower. So from this tower, ball is thrown vertically with a velocity of 20 m by s. This will be initial velocity. It hits the ground after some time with a velocity of 80 m by s. This will be final velocity. So what will be the height of the tower? So we have to find the height of the tower. We can use one of the equation of motion. V square equal to u square plus 2as. Now v square equal to u square plus 2. This is acceleration downwards. So a equal to g. So instead of a, you can use g. S is the displacement. Here height is h. Now v square, this u square came to sit in minus u square. The 2g will come to denominator equal to h. So v value is 80 whole square minus u value is 20 whole square divided by 2. G value we know that 10 is equal to h. Now this 80 square is 6400 minus 20 square is 400 by 20 is equal to h. Now 6400 minus 400 is 6000 by 20 equal to h. 0 0 going to be cancelled. If we cancel, I'll get 300. So height of the tower is 300 meter. Question number 115. A body weighs 72 Newton. This weight of the body on the surface of the earth. What is the gravitational force on it at a height equal to half the radius of the earth? So at a height equal to half the radius of the earth, what is the gravitational force on it? That means weight at that point at height. Let us consider this is radius of earth r at particular height. Particular height means h is equal to r by 2. So at this height we are going to find out weight of the same body. On the surface action due to gravity gs is equal to gm by r square. This is at surface. Let be equation 1. Next, at particular height, at this height, gh is equal to gm by, here on the surface r, at this particular height from the center of the earth. From the center of the, this r and this r by 2 will be included. So r plus r by 2 whole square. So at height. Let it be equation 2. Now gh is equal to gm by r 2r cross product r2r plus r by 2. The 2 square is something but 4. Here square will be there. So gh is equal to 4 gm 2r plus r 3r. So 3r whole square 9 r square. So let it be equation 3. Now we are going to divide these two equations to get weight of the body at the height. So g equation 1 by 2 gs by gh. gs value gm by r square divided gh value 4 gm by 9 r square. Now gm by r square, if we change this into divide, if we change divide into multiplication, this will be reciprocal. So 9r square by 4 gm. gm going to be cancelled, r square going to be cancelled. Now answer is 9 by 4. So 9 by 4 gs, here gh. Both the side in numerator derivative we can multiply with m to convert into weight. This is ws, weight of the body on the surface. This is wh, weight of the same body at a height. Here 9 by 4. So weight of the body on the surface the given 72. So this is ws is equal to 72. This 72 we are going to substitute here. 72 by wh is equal 9 by 4. If we cancel 8 9s are 72, then cross product 8 4s are 32. So wh is equal to 32 Newton. So weight of the same body at the height of the radius of the earth, at the height of the half of the radius of the earth is 32. Question number 116. Two particles of mass 5 kg and 10 kg respectively are attached to the two ends of a rigid rod of length 1 meter with negligible mass. The center of mass of the system from 5 kg of the particle nearly at a distance of. So we have to find out the center of mass of the system. Center of the mass of the system is nothing but xcm. So two particles are there. One particle mass is 5 kg, another particle mass is 10 kg. So we can use the coordinates. So let us consider at the origin there is a 5 kg. At 1 meter distance, there is another particle. Its mass is 10 kg. Let us consider xcm be the distance of the center of mass from 5 kg according to the question. Now xcm, the center of mass formula m1 x1 plus m2 x2 by m1 plus m2. Now m1 is 5 kg, m2 is 10 kg. So now m1 value is 5, x1, this x1 is coincide here itself. So x1 is 0 plus m2 is 10, x2 value 1 meter because 10 kg from this 5 kg distance is 1 meter. So this will be x2. From the origin the distance of 10 kg is 1 meter. So x2 value is 1 divided by mass 5 first object, mass of second object is 10. So 5 zeros are 0, 10 ones are 10, 10 by 15. So if we cancel, we will get 2 by 3. Then XCM is equal 2 by 3 value is 0.67 meter. If you want to convert into centimeter, you can multiply with 100 centimeter. So 67 centimeter. This center of mass of the system from the 5 kg particle is 67 centimeter. Question number 117 is a direct question, easiest one. The increase in the width of the depletion region in a PN junction diode is due to. So how that width of the depletion region increases? In the forward bias. In the forward bias, width of the depletion region is decreases. Increase in forward current. So increase in forward current also, the width of the depletion is decreases. Both forward bias and reversed bias. In forward bias already we discussed, width of the depletion region is decreases. So this is also not option. So in the reversed bias only, width of the depletion region is increases. So option 1 is the right answer. Question number 118. Light of frequency 1.5 times the threshold frequency is incident on a photosensitive material. Let us consider nu is the frequency of the incident light is 1.5 times the threshold frequency. Nu naught is the threshold frequency. What will be the photoelectric current if the frequency is odd? So if the frequency is odd means nu is equal to, if the frequency is odd means it will be by 2. So by 2 means you will get the frequency 0.75 nu naught. The change in frequency is nu dash. This nu dash is lesser than nu naught. For photoelectric effect, the incident frequency should be greater than the threshold frequency. But here, the incident frequency is lesser than the threshold frequency. So photoelectric current will not be produced. So there will not be any electron emissions from the metal surface. So that electric current will not be produced. So no electric current. Option is 3. So no electric current is produced. So 0 answer. Question number 119. Assume that light of wavelength 600 nanometer is coming from a star. This is wavelength lambda. The limit of resolution of telescope whose objective has a diameter of 2 meter. So objective lens diameter is 2 meter. You can take a small letter d. So we have to find the limit of resolution of the telescope. So limit of resolution formula is 1.22 lambda by d. 1.22 into lambda. Lambda value is 600. Nano. So nano means 10 power minus 9. D value is 2. You can cancel this 3 into 10 square. So this 100 you can write as 10 square. 1.3 into 1.22. 3 ones are 3, 2s are 6, 3 2s are 6 into 10 power 2 into 10 power minus 9. If you simplify 10 power minus 7. So limit of resolution is radian. This is answer 3.66 into 10 power minus 7 radian. Question number 120. A resistance wire connected in the left gap of a meter bridge balances a 10 ohm resistance in the right gap at a point which divides the bridge wire in the ratio 3:2. So in the left gap, let us consider X1 resistance. In the right gap is 10 ohm resistance according to the question. For the balancing, the meter bridge wire divides the ratio is 3:2 if the length of the resistance wire is 1.5 meter. So length of the resistance wire is 1.5 meter. So resistance is X1. What will be the length of the resistance wire when the resistance is 1 ohm? So we are going to find out L2 value. So from this diagram, circuit diagram, we can use the bridge balancing condition that P by Q is equal to R by S. 10 ohm is P, X1 is Q, 2 is R, then 3 is S. So P value 10 by Q, Q value is X1 equal to R value is 2, then S value is 3. S value is 3. So if you simplify, X1 is equal, this is 5, 2 are 10, 15 ohm. We know that resistance is directly proportional to the length. When the resistance is 15 ohm, the length is 1.5 meter. In the second case, x2 directly proportional to L2. So x2 is 1 ohm. So what will be the L2? So let be equation 1. This is, let it be 2. Now equation 1 by 2. So equation 1 by 2 or 2 by 1? 2 by 1. So second equation, this is first equation, 1 ohm by 15 ohm is equal to L2 by 1.5 ohm. 1.5 will come here. So 1.5 meter. This is 1.5 meter. Ohm going to be cancelled. So 1.5 meter by 15 is equal to L2. If you simplify, L2 is equal to 0.1 meter. But in option they mentioned 10 power. So 10 power minus 1 meter. This is answer for 120 question.